Now it's time to bring in our remote control. We will do this in 2 steps. We will import the geometry, adjust the materials, and then position the remote. And then afterwards, we will take care of the issue of positioning the decals. By ignoring the decals at the beginning, we make the initial step a little bit easier. Okay, so I have the remote export inside the project folder. So file, import, there it is. Also here again, Z up, import, very good. That thing is huge. So what we have to do is click, shift click, and hold Alt key, swipe down, .001. There it is. Okay, now I want to zoom back to that area, view, frame selected. Okay, very good. So we can see that the thing is a little bit rotated. The tag has to be on the other side. So I will show you a little trick. Whenever I move the remote control, I want that actually the tag follows it. So what we will do in this case is we select the tag, then we hold shift, select the remote control, then we go to object, say parent object, object. Okay, so what this means is it added to the selected tab the active object, like the remote, being the parent. So that means children can run around as they want. But the moment the parent says, nope, we're leaving, they follow with it. So it's not like grouping where no matter what you select the group and everything moves. Here, children can move independently and parents override. Where do we have this? Where did they move this to? 1 second. Hold on. Oh, relationships. There it is. Yeah. So when we go to the object properties and then relation, there we see that the parent is body 42. If I click this one, this is body 42. I can also rename this to remote. Click the tag. There it says now the parent is remote. Very good. So, because this way I only have to focus on one object, the remote, and that fabric piece follows with it. We want to pose it exactly the same way. So I will select my camera, go to camera, turn back on my background image. Select the remote, select the transformation tool, and then so this has to be rotated this way. Now we need to figure out where maybe this thing is. There, it's maybe there. It is also rotated along the y-axis a little bit, rotated around the x-axis. There, maybe the z-axis. And I can try to move this one to where it should be. Now this is too big. So maybe in top view, I just move this one to the back. See, it's interesting. There. And there. Oh, we're getting close. So that rotation has to be a little bit adjusted. Maybe along the z-axis a little bit more. More x. Move along y. Yeah, there we are. Pretty close. maybe bring this back a little bit. So I press simply G, and then in my top view, I press Y twice. So it goes along the local Y, not the global Y. Well, there we are. Very good. Okay. So the camera we can select, turn the background image off. Then let's work on the materials. Let's start with the fabric one. This one is called fabric. Name this, then we can select the tab here and click this button, and then instead of Roku fabric, we just replace this with fabric. So we're sharing the materials. Here we have plastic glossy, plastic textured. Click this one, and there is plastic glossy. So this one I select, click, and then I find where's my plastic glossy. There, now it got replaced. Very good. There's my plastic textured. I will click this one, textured. There it is, textured. Very good. See, it was actually very easy to quickly do this. I have some more materials here. I will go in later into detail what this actually means, but we have the dial and the dial decal, but the matte one we want to adjust. The gray value here is 0.017, so I go material matte and 0.017, okay. Because this is somewhat reflective, but not much. It's maybe 0.1. I do the same here. Okay, 0.2. Pretty. There we have it. And now I need to work on the dial. I can click this, sample the color from the background. Very good. Also here we adjust the reflectivity, 0.2, and then I will do the same there. 0.2. There we are. Let's take a look. Yeah, not too bad. We will have to adjust the scale of the texture, obviously, at one point. Okay, so that looks not too bad. However, man, you don't really know, did they render these objects together inside this scene? Actually, I do not think so, considering how the highlights are down here and there and there. These were rendered separately and then composed together. So we have to make sure that we can render each one individually. So that's something we will set up now. We will go to the outliner. Here, image view layer, right click and say new collection. We call this one base, and new collection, we call this one remote. Remote, and this tab we can select, right click, move to collection remote. There, it's gone. Very nice. And then literally all the other stuff here we can select. With B, by the way, it draws a selection, or you use the selection box. Right click, move to collection, base. Okay, very good. Yeah, so this way we have everything nicely separated. So with the camera still same position, we can show one object, render it, hide it, show the other object, render it, and then later we compose the